Hey, I'm Chuck Grainger. I'm a bankruptcy lawyer in Montgomery, Alabama. Actually, we have offices in Prattville and Troy, Alabama as well. If you're watching this segment, then you're in the process of looking for a Chapter 13 bankruptcy attorney. You may have a reason to believe that you need a Chapter 13. Maybe you're behind on your house or a car or something, and maybe somebody that you know has filed Chapter 13 and have encouraged you to consider doing that. The best way to figure out what you need to do, though, is to talk to an attorney that does that kind of work in your area. And I know in our area there are a lot of very excellent attorneys that represent people who are debtors in bankruptcy, in addition to our firm. But one of the considerations that I would give to selecting a bankruptcy attorney is that you need to find them instead of letting them find you. And by that I mean, in today's times when lawyer advertising is so prevalent, they're often trying to find you. But it's really better if you can find them. And by that I mean you need to ask friends or relatives or people you work with what kind of experience they've had if they've used a bankruptcy attorney, because word of mouth is always better. And unfortunately, if somebody's spending a lot of money on advertising, that adds to their cost of doing business. And so that has an effect, not so much on the rates you pay, but on other aspects of what they've got to offer. Sometimes it can be like going through the drive-thru at McDonald's. And I know I hate it when I tell them no pickles, and I get pickles anyway. Well, that can happen if they're desensitized to the needs of their individual clients. And that can happen in a large volume practice that is often associated with high volumes of advertising money. I know in our area, which is the Montgomery, Alabama area, there are signs all over the state of Alabama for a lawyer that does personal injury cases. And yet he can't be all over the state. So he's working with other attorneys as well. And from what I can tell, he does a pretty good job, as do some of these bankruptcy firms that advertise in our area. But we have bankruptcy firms advertising in our area that just have a branch office here in Montgomery, but their main office is way off in some other county. And a lot of times the people you see on their TV commercial or whatever is not the person you're actually going to talk to. So you need to give all that consideration. It's better for you to find your bankruptcy lawyer than for them to find you. And word of mouth, asking around. If you call them and say you want a Chapter 7, ask them what percentage of their cases are Chapter 7. If you want to ask them about a Chapter 13, ask them how much experience they have with Chapter 13s. The sweet spot a lot of times is getting somebody who's done enough Chapter 13s to have experience dealing with it, but not done so many of them to where you feel like you're a number, that you're still a human being and that person's going to take care of you. And so that's really what you want to consider when you select a bankruptcy lawyer for a Chapter 13 case. If you're in our area and we can help you with anything, you're welcome to contact our firm, Grainger Legal Services. We actually receive text messages on our main number, which is 334-260-0500. But if you're welcome to call and make an appointment or text, and we'll have somebody get in touch with you. Thank you for listening.